He's. Hold on, I just hit pause. Okay, I'm watching a video about Skinwalker Ranch. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but in all honesty, it scares the shit out of me. Let's go back a few minutes.
What was happening with the equipment and what was revealed was what I believe to be compelling evidence that we're dealing with an intelligence that is at least willing to acknowledge and wants their presence known. Were you able to translate it into anything? Yeah, it'll be shown on television, but it essentially had this simple response, again, instantaneously.
Holy crap! Okay. It's a Sunday. I just finished a lot of my chores. Wore my ass out, honestly, and I'm thinking of what it would be like to be on TV. I think I am. Kind of. YouTube. I've seen a lot of shit in my life. Sorry for the vulgarity. I'll make up for it. Good shit, bourbon. Did it again. So what I'm exploring in my life is a simple thing that I have to adjust my t-shirt for. And just like adjusting your life, honestly. I mean, I'm adjusting my life. I'm really doing that. Drinking more or less, I should say. And one of my buddies from 50 years ago, still my buddy, my best friend in fact, commented because I was in dire straits with cellulitis, a severe case. I mean, they could have cut my foot off. I don't know, but he said, "Dude, you're taking antibiotics and you're drinking. Can't do that." I said, "Yeah, but who fucking cares?" I said it again. Let me rephrase. Who cares? I didn't honestly consider the outbreak of what would happen if you miscompute. Never mind. But anyway, if you drink and you're taking antibiotics, does it help the antibiotics? Well, isn't alcohol kind of the cure? Because yeah, it goes into your system, it's thinning your blood. And by the way, they did a series of tests on my they wanted to know if I had any blood clots. I'm drinking alcohol. Of course I don't have any blood clots. The funny thing is, I was there for, 36 hours in the emergency room, and they treated me like royalty. I mean, it's a geriatric ward, and I'm geriatric. I'm 71 years old, soon to be 72. And he had a hilarious time talking to me, because I told him jokes. I said, you know, I tried Viagra. I just wanted to make sure I couldn't roll out of bed. They laughed. Imagine that. Well, that was the effect. And I had a funny time with one of the nurses there who said, well, wait, she wasn't a nurse. She was an MA wanting to be a nurse. And she said, I like you. And it was an honest expression of, I like you. And I looked at her and I said, well, hell, I like you too. You haven't poked or prodded me any. Well, she did, but I forgave her. She did it gently, as a geriatric person would expect. You know, where am I going to put the needle, kind of thing. And I just right to her. I said, look, put it here, right there. It's a big vein. You don't even have to use a scope for it. And the funny thing is, when I connected with her, human to human, it's a special feeling that you get. I don't know how many of you out there actually can understand what I'm saying, but when you connect human to human, it's a special thing. And I'm hoping that I connect with you through this video. Scratch my neck. Ape to ape. Wait. We humans are more than apes, but you know, it's the basic thing of being human. I understand a lot in the world, and I understand there's a lot in the world I do not understand. Part of the being of who we turn out to be in life is understanding of who we are in life. And I wrote a couple of poems. I'm a poet. Go fucking figure. And when I wrote a poem about certain things that I sent to my sister, I hope you're watching. I don't know if you will, but I wanted to understand what reality was. I asked reality a question. And can you believe reality answered me back? It actually answered. And I composed that poem based on what it gave me. Reality gave me what reality was. So I wrote a poem. And it will be in my books eventually. I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but it will. And honestly, it scares me what reality actually is. And if you thought about it, is it altered? Is it hidden? Is what reality really is based on what you see or what you don't see? That was the essence of my point. I called my sister yesterday. She has yet to reply. She has yet to call me back. I don't know why. Maybe it's something I should know about her condition. She's got a lot of health issues. So it's her husband, my step brother. I don't know. I gotta tell you, Ray, if you're watching, I appreciate your concern about my drinking. I mean, not in the sense that I'm drinking too much, but why I'm drinking and what medications I'm on. I am not on any antibiotics whatsoever. I'm not on anything. I take nothing. I'm cool. So, I've got to tell you, I actually laughed when I read your comment. I said, yeah, who cares? If anyone out there on my channel can understand what I'm saying is, I'm just saying it. I don't care anymore. Right? Who cares? 71 years old, soon to be 72. Who the fuck cares? I don't care anymore. I'm going to stroke my beard, kind of get it straight. Kind of like when I'm approaching ladies in the bar. And it's fucking funny, the thought I just had. I was sitting at, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been married 46 years. And it was an open marriage. She did what she did, and I did what I did. Honestly, don't care. Wrote a book about it, actually. And when I sat at a bar, in a bar, wait. Okay, and I suddenly felt very handsome. And a lady came over to me and introduced herself, and I introduced myself. Asked myself. She invited me over to a table. We sat around, and all of a sudden, and I mean all of a sudden, her friends in the bar surrounded me. It was 5 or 6 ladies, and I've got to tell you, man, they were all excited about talking to me. I don't know why. I really don't. Other than the fact of my age, they were asking me questions like, where are you from? The simple ones, the simple questions that I could answer. And the more complicated ones I couldn't answer. Like, why are you here? Well, obviously, I was there for a reason. I needed to get my... I needed to get my... Well, urges answered. And even at my age, I didn't do that. But these ladies were like in their 20s and 30s, and I'm in my 70s. Shit. What were they trying to do? I mean, why were they? I mean, they were obviously competing with each other to get me in bed with them. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, it was something that I cannot pin down to this day. Why they were that interested in being in bed with me. I said it bluntly. Sorry. But that's what it was. So I set my beer and I sat down with them and talked with them and conversed with them and had interesting conversations with them, and focusing on one or the other who were competing. And all of a sudden it was settled. And that's all I'm gonna say.